Over the years, I've encountered backpackers walking the length of Great Britain and always been inspired. I've decided now's the right time for me to have a go at this myself. I'm not the toughest of people. In fact, when things get tough, I tend to be a bit of a wuss. I'm certainly no outdoor survival expert, but I do maintain a solid base of fitness and was hoping that this, along with a positive attitude and a few comforts, would carry me through. This is my video log. Hope you enjoy. So glad I got the tent up at 2:15 yesterday. The rain started at 3:30 and the wind started at about 6. Really strong. You could hear it. It was like being at an airport outside of the trees. You just... oh. Anyway, landed on my feet with that spot. I shouldn't be surprised when a couple of guys turn up with their tent there too a bit later on, because well, we're all in the same situation, trying to solve the same problems, and you know, taking advantage of trees makes sense. So I just hope those two girls I met up on the expose route found somewhere last night, because like, they thought they were going to go to Glencoe, but that took me 7 hours to get from there to where they were. So I think that pointy thing way on the horizon is Inverlael, and the Ben Jerrig hills to the right, which we head around. So because of the route, I've been carrying 6 days of food with me, but today I get to Oykel Bridge Hotel, which I'm planning on arriving at for lunchtime. So that'll be nice, bit of a treat. I remember really enjoying it last time. This track does go on a bit, especially when you're heading for your first proper meal in days. I wonder if portobello mushroom burger's still on the menu. I've been taking the racing line round every bend. That's actually the new bridge, believe it or not. So the sad news is they don't do a full menu at lunchtime anymore. Staff shortages, like most places in the catering sector. It wasn't too shabby though. A bowl of soup and some egg mayonnaise sandwiches and a pint of IPA. So that's my first proper feed and meal for a while, other than these dehydrated meals I've been eating. So I think I'll slow down a bit. I reckon I've been burning more calories than, well, definitely been burning more calories than consuming so far, which is fine. I'll make up for it once I get into more, shall we say, civilised land, where I can actually restock a bit more frequently. I remember enjoying this about the Cape Wrath Trail last time, is how it keeps changing. You go from mountains to big expanse open moorland to lovely lush forest like this, and coastal at the start as well. So this is where I nearly went wrong last time. went straight on instead of turning right here. But today I'm going to deliberately go straight on and do a bit of exploring. Tell you, one of the things I'm finding strange about this walk so far is time seems to have accelerated. Like yesterday I set off at 6:15 in the morning, and next time I checked my watch it was 10:15. Even in the tent in the afternoons and evenings, time seems to just fly by, and I don't know why. I mean, it's possibly not a bad thing. It's a good job it flew by yesterday, because I was in the tent from 2:15. So excited when I get to come to new places. Never been here before, it's awesome. So weather permitting, I'm hoping to head up there tomorrow morning. It's quite a high level walk over to Inverlael from there, but it should be nice, unless it's clogged in. And this stuff seems to be doing a good job of protecting my feet. I think I read that trick on one of the walking forums, using Vaseline to prevent blisters. I did that on the Cape Wrath Trail last time. Just for the first few days, that's all it needed. Just apply to the heel and behind my toes and the side of the big toe, and after a few days of that you could feel hot spots were starting to form, but then they toughen up, and the Vaseline seems to help the process. Good morning. It's mostly cloudy, but it's a high cloud base and the summits are clear at the moment, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Hopefully it'll stay like that and get to see some stuff. Looking forward to it. So it's about 10 to 7, so a nice early start. Seems a shame to lie in when it's such a nice morning. And also my dad's meeting me at Inverlael like 2 years ago, so I don't want him hanging around all day. I know I can get signal just as I come down in Inverlael, so I'll give him a call then, so he can come over from Ullapool. Right, there's a wee cairn here and a wee track that makes its way up into the shoulder that I'm going to take. So although this route isn't marked as an alternative in the Harvey maps, most of this mountain area is covered on it. In fact, I think I've just walked back onto the map now, and it'll cover me all the way to Inverlael from here. It's a nice grassy track so far. See down into the loch in the Bothy on the far shore. So unfortunately the cloud base has come down to about 700 metres, and I spend a lot of time above that for the next few miles, so we'll see. I mean, it's just morning mist, I'm sure, but that's the problem with setting off early, I suppose. Well, the cloud has lifted a little bit, well, quite a lot actually, because I'm now over 700 metres up, and you can actually see the ridge on the top. You can now see over to the normal Cape Wrath Trail routes. This is the route that heads to Inverlael. Goes round the side of this thing here and over that watershed and down, and the other route goes over to Oykel. And we've come from way over there. Happy days. Shinavrai. That's my first new Monroe for years. I stopped bagging them. I kind of got fed up. Wow. I'm thinking about starting again, but I'm no great with heights, to be honest, so the killing does not appeal. I used to when I was younger, but I think ever since I witnessed a fall on the Devil's Ridge in the Memoirs, it kind of knocked my confidence, put me off doing it. I thought, this isn't for me. Right. See, that kind of freaks me out, so just that drop. Right. And now we're heading down over this way, and then down towards Inverlael. There's a bit of up as well. It's not down the whole way. Don't know if you can make out. There's a red tent down there. That's wild camping. that's enough views of scary cliffs and vertical drops. Beautiful though. So there's a bit of a lock in there. I'm aiming to just to the left of where these crags stop and then heading up. And there's a trail on the other side, hopefully. This ascent is powered by Mars bar. I treated myself to some junk food from the Oykel Bridge hotel yesterday. Figured I'd appreciate it today. So that's Inverlael over there. And just climbed up this bit here and spotted the cairn. So headed for it, and the track should start pretty soon. If I remember correctly, I think I struggled more on the lower level main Cape Wrath trail route to Inverlael than I did today. I found that easier, even though I was going over a Munro, because there's a reasonable track. I mean, you gain height nice and gradual, and then even getting up onto the ridge wasn't too steep either. And then there's a really good track once you've navigated up the high ground. And there's a decent track down from Inverlael down as far as the Bealoch there, but yeah, you'd need a good day. I mean, the good weather really helps. It'd be difficult in wind and rain and lack of visibility. So yeah, you're up high for a long time, because that's me only just dropping down below 700 metres now. You can see Anchelic beginning to appear around the corner. It's a hazy distant view of the Cogger Hills, the Stack Poly. That's Inverlael Forest and Inverlael down there, and across the way you can see the route me and Finn took 2 years ago down here. I just realised it's only 11:30. I better phone my dad. It's almost like the same weather as 2 years ago as well. I'm back in just a t-shirt. And after all that, my Garmin's only just told me I've reached my step count for the day. Goal. Well, back here we are again after 2 years. Bit of deja vu. So after arriving at Inverlael on Friday, I've enjoyed 2 days of rest with the folks. Really pleased with how this walk started though. The first 6 days from Cape Wrath down to Inverlael had gone as well as I'd dare dream, really. because that's kind of, you know, the first few days are where your body's still adapting and blisters or whatever can happen, but it's gone really well, so I'm feeling a bit more confident with each day. Weather forecast is looking pretty promising as well. So looking across to the route I took last time towards Kinlochiew, this time I'm planning on swinging towards the west, over towards Strath Mulzie, and then up over to Carmore Bothy, just for a change. And so far actually I've been managing to mostly avoid what I'd already done on the last time I did the Cape Wrath Trail. Apart from the obvious sections where it's inevitable you can't, like Oykel Bridge and the bit I've just done over Dundonald. So eventually heading up here. So that's just coming up to 2 o'clock now. Still got about 5.5 miles, maybe a bit more to go, to where I'm planning on getting today, which is Carmore Bothy. I've got one more pass to go over as well, so in front of this rock ahead, I'm going to head to the right up there and over a pass down to the other side. But yeah, nice and warm round here. It's a bit more sheltered, there's a bit of a cool breeze, but good spot for lunch I think. So I've never been up this glen before. Been up the summits doing the Fisherfield 6, but never actually down on this track here. I did actually join this track on the other side, so. And when I did the Fisherfield Hills, I always kind of promised myself I'd come back here with a tent and explore, so this is actually my second time back here with a tent now. It's a lovely area. It's a lovely path, this. So that was a fairly long day over from Inverlael to here, Carnmore. I'm in the Fisherfield Hills, and over 3 passes as well. Got quite cold actually on the last one, so I was glad to drop down, see the sun come back out. This does mean I've got a fairly short day, about 14 and a bit miles to Kinlochue tomorrow, so I can take advantage of the campsite and have a shower and get a meal at the hotel. So looking forward to that.